Well, episode 50. So here we are, we've got 16 working days left to Summernats. Looking at the car, you'd think not a chance, but I'm comfortable where we're at. We're moving forward. We've got a lot of people coming and going. Phil's here today. It's Wednesday today, so you'll be seeing this tomorrow, and I'm going to give you a walk through. I've been a bit slack with the camera and haven't probably recorded as much as I would have liked to have, but I'm trying to get a car built at the same time. So I'm going to walk you through, show you what we're up to, what's got finished this week, and what we're going to happen in the next 7 days or so. So starting at the back of the car, taillights are in now, finished, all the globes are in, bumpers on, I've got all that polished and that's pretty much ready now. Luke's got all the wiring done. So if we bring the camera around and have a look, Phil's finished up the fuel system. So we're running dash 8 outlet and return, and then the vent, now it's a little bit different. So we're running ADR 27A on this car because it's a 77 model. So this big vent here will run around and up to a canister, like the carbon canister, and then the vent then runs down and goes through the floor with a filter on the other side, and I'll show you that in a minute. We've got what we've made up here for our fuel filler, so through the standard fill on the outside, and then we've put a decent size return air back up to the top, so when you're filling it up it won't sort of spit back at you and fill. It's around 100 litres, so that should be plenty to get him around. The armoured from Frankies has been in, and we've got our wires for our front and rear speakers, and our RCA is running to the front of the car. So we've got 2 amps at the back, and then the wires, speaker wires run forward, and I'll show you on the box in a minute where they go. So there'll be splits in the back window, and that all sits underneath the shelf that Simon's made. Walking around this way, so I've got the fuel filler, that's all bolted up now, all finished. And if we walk over this way, Louise, this is the sub that's going in, so it's all Alpine. So Peter already had all of this before the car came to me. We've made some mods with it. So he's run all of his cable. Check out the size of that power cable, would you? Crazy. So that'll go to the battery, through the fuse, into the amps. And then that little canister I was telling you about, there's this one here. So that's out of the FG. So we're trying to keep all that as it is on the original car. And then this little valve here where you've got purge, that runs from the computer. So when you turn the car on and the car's running, it actually vacuum sucks the canister and takes all of the fumes out of there. So the tank vents to that, and then that goes from there back to the outside air. So we've got that sorted. You see the gearbox sitting here, so it's been in and back out again. Phil, speed flow maker fitting to go onto those, and Phil's now made bracketry and all for the run around, and I'll show you the lines in a minute. So this is all the original FG mounting, and this big plate on the front is the adaptation kit, and you'll see more about that next week. So Paul from Anything Racing's made that up. Actually, we'll have a look at that, Louise, while we're talking about it. So this will all get done on the weekend. So this is the converter, flex plate, and a whole lot of bits and pieces that make up that adaptation. So that's adapting from the 429 to the FG 6-speed auto, and the starter motor, those sorts of bits. I've detailed those up now. So I'm getting closer and closer to the end of what I've got to paint. And just in the booth at the moment, the last thing I've got now is these panels from the underside, and as you can see, they just need one last rub and a coat of colour and some satin. So that'll be the same colour as obviously the engine bay and the floor. So the bonnet, front bumper, front spoiler, I actually took up the PPG this morning. So I was up early and left here at 6 and then dropped those off. John's going to jump onto those the next couple of days. Came back this morning. I called in and checked on the radiator, so it's all but finished. I'll be getting that tomorrow. It's looking really good, so you'll see that next week as well. So as you can tell, there's just all these things going on. And if we go out here, so in that engine bay, we've got those two boxes at the front, one with the tanks and the other one's got the electrics in it. I need some covers for those. So I've enlisted my neighbour, Dave. You might have seen doing the VR on the channel as well. Dave works in the outboard motor and boat side of things and had a fair bit to do with fiberglass. So we've made a pattern, or Dave made a pattern at the top of that. So that side there with the electrics. We need a cover to go over it. So we've made the pattern and now Steve's been cutting these out and we're going to glue those together and put a bottom in it and use that as a mould to make our fiberglass tops. So you'll see some more about that next week, but that's just one of those things that I've had in my mind that needed to be done. So it was one of those jobs where it's a bit like, when are we going to get to do that? So we're trying to get that done in the meantime. So that's sort of happening at night. The doors are going to go on Sunday, so they'll be on in next week's episode. I've still got a little bit of polishing to do, but not too much. And then if we have a look, so this is, every bench is for a different person. So talking about those covers, that's the factory one. So we're going to make something similar to that, but obviously in fiberglass, and that'll cover those up. On the electric tables, this is the airbag. So this is the side airbag out of the FG. So because we're not running airbags, we need the computer to think that we've still got airbags. So Luke's tested these and he's putting resistors where they normally plug in line so that the computer sees that it thinks there's actually an airbag there, even though there's not. So that's why they're there, and he's going to do that on Saturday. The trimmer's been, and Nick and Simon have got all of those kick plates finished now. So they've been covered in a leather, and what we've been able to do is find a leather with a very similar grain to the original FG plastic. So all the plastics on the seat that cover the bolts and all will be plastic, but we've been able to cover this in leather, and it's got that same sort of grain in it. And then the little plates that clip in here, you can see on the front one there, Lois. So this is still plastic, and then this is leather. So they're looking the part, and they've got the carpet and the rear finished, and they're just making some drop-in panels now for the front. I'm pretty sure since last week the silver panels have gone into the dash, and Frankies have wired that up now. So all these loose wires you can see here, so this is the wiring coming out of that to be able to get the camera to work, the factory FG camera. And then we've got, that's a standard console one. And then all of these wires under here are all to do with engine management. So that's happening on the weekend as well. So Luke and Paul will be doing that. So there's an MSD to go in there. So we'll get that in. And at the moment, Simon, I spoke to him this morning, they're doing the glove box and the console with the leather. So they're wrapping all of that. That'll go in on Friday morning, so that when Luke gets here Saturday, he'll have all that in place so he knows where he can mount what he's got to do under the dash. Yeah, it's just a lot of people doing a lot of things all at once, and me trying to just keep all the balls in the air at the one time. So if we go up the front and just have a look, Phil's been very busy making adapters and all sorts of things to get everything to work. Now, here's a good example. So this is the air conditioning. This is the fitting, the pressure sensor for the FG, and we've put that into a universal dryer. But this particular fitting in the back here, we've actually cut out of the FG line and tapped a thread on it so it could be screwed in to that fitting. So that's one of them. And then the other one that I just can't quite see here at the moment. What's he done with it? He's hanging around, so I'll grab it off him in a second. So while I'm doing that, so if we come down and look from the top, The issue with the computer is it gets all these different signals. So this is your power steer, and then underneath here is a fitting that's got a plug on it that actually is a pressure sensor, and a lot of that's to do with throttle position. So Phil's had to make an adapter up to take that FG fitting, and then we're running this line as our main fill line from the tank that'll be hidden up here underneath that box. So it feeds from the outside, out of the tank, around into the pump, and then it runs from the pump all the way around and back up the front, through here and back into the tank. So through a cooler. So from the pump to the rack, from the rack through the cooler, into the tank, back to the pump again. So all of those little things have got to be done, and then he's managed to get some snakes in here to be able to get our heater hoses are going to come out of the engine underneath the head and back up the back. And where I showed you last week where we were having trouble, these are the new fittings that I'm now really happy with, the way they run straight down the back of the engine. So I'll just put this up. You just got that air conditioner one that your machine and put the fittings on? Just painted it. You want to grab it? Just on the hook. So we're on the power steer, so the rack's here. So we've got our two lines, so we've got one coming each way. So Phil's making all the brackets and stuff up to carry that. So we come from the pump around and back. These two here are running down along the side of the engine here for the transmission. And the aircon then runs from the compressor up the top here, comes down, and then they've got to go through the, get the word right, condenser at the front, and then around through that dryer and underneath the back. One of the issues, this is fresh paint, so I'll try and just show you. So this is the original fitting that was on the FG, and what Phil's done is machined the face of it off and then put weld-on fittings on it so that it'll mount onto the firewall, and then it'll take the Speedflow fittings. So Speedflow now are doing aircon fittings, and they've got the provision for the little green O-rings and all you've seen. So these are actually the bulkheads, which are pretty cool, that are going through the engine bay. So that fits on the side of the bay, and then the lines come in one side, you know, with a nut on the back, and keeps going through the other. So that's what he's just drilling the holes for. Huge amount of fittings on this car, just because of the fact we've got power steer, air and fuel, all of those different things, and to get all of these coolers and everything to function and operate. So that, where we've seen before here with the power steer, we're now going to bring the aircon out, put that dryer, and it's got to come down and around, and now through these two fresh holes he's just put through there. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea of just how many things are going on, and I'm fortunate enough to have people like Phil from Fuelworx that comes here and works with me. Otherwise, if the car went to him, he'd have it for 3 weeks, and then it would need to go to the trimmer and it'd be gone there for 6 weeks and all over the place. The reason that I'm able to jam all this into such a time frame is the fact that all of these guys I've been working with for 10 or 15 years are happy to come here and work in this environment and be able to bring it all together, and sometimes work over the top of each other, but I try and manage everybody so that there's normally not any more than 1 or 2 different people here at any one time. So not a lot of days to go. I'm going to jump off of here now and get my work togs back on and do some work.
Yeah, so how far is that off? Oh, that's 9 kilometers an hour. 12.
to do. Just give that a spin. So we're only working off the left front, but we got left front wheel speed.
Cool.
All good.
Got one we can get.
There you go, you've seen it all here.
That's exactly right. Yeah, well that's duplicate the same thing over here.
Yep.
That gets our fronts.